It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Here we go.
Hello, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And it's happening out at Staples Center, where the Los Angeles Clippers will be going up against the Oklahoma City Thunder. And for Oklahoma City, they've had a lot of success early on in the season and have been able to string together some excellent games. You'd have to say their overall approach has been well thought out and has been validating those high expectations coming into the season. We will be watching Russell Westbrook in this one, and we hear from so many players and coaches who all say Westbrook has the mindset of the greats. What does that mean to you, Shaq?
You know, he plays with the swagger and the confidence. You know, a lot of guys in the league do not possess that. And he's a complete alpha player on the court. He's a big guy, a dominant big guy in a little man's body.
No, he's a dominant little guy with a big heart. So I say, I don't like to be a big man. I tell you what he does. His athleticism is unparalleled by anybody in the league. So what happens is you always have to put your bigger guard on him, and that changes the mismatches all over the court.
Let us get it down to Kevin Harlan as tip-off approaches.
Stop rephrasing my phrase.
K Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke. This homestand ends here for the Clippers as they get ready to hit the road. Looking at their performance last year, they're about where you'd expect them to be, guys. They'd like to take that next step in a positive direction here, Steve, with a win.
You know, for Los Angeles, most of the preseason predictions were right on the money when it came to them. I mean,
and I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, I had a chance to speak with head coach Doc Rivers. We talked about their strategy on how to contain Russell Westbrook, and he told me that Russell's at his best in the open floor. To counteract that, they'll try to make sure they get back on defense in a hurry and limit his chances to get out in transition and start setting up his teammates or throwing down dunks. Neither is a good option for them.
Thanks a lot, Doris. Pass to Freak. He dishes it to Adams. Over to the left wing. And taken away by Paul.
Shit. Here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go.
Livingston kicks to Griffin. Griffin draws the double. Paul outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Jordan. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
A signature slam right there from the big fella. How many of those have we seen before?
well, a chance here to check out Chris Paul. Last season, he played outstanding. 9th in assists, 13th in steals, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And last season, his floor awareness was impeccable. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everybody involved.
Donald Sloan's checked in for the Clippers. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Payne, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. Oklahoma City shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
Shots good for Zero.
You know, they've scored
Let's
several
go.
times already here
Let's
in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition. And how about 6 of 8 with that one? And there is no slowing down this young man.
Passes it to Sloan. He feeds it to Livingston. Over to the left wing. Sloan shot is off. The Thunder leading by 5. Here's Morrow. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Morrow's got his first points in this one. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Griffin passes to Seraphin. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Here's Freak.
Ah, damn, I'm trying to dunk over Blake Griffin.
Excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
Such a wide open look. And here now the Thunder. 4-point game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
And I believe what that game came down to was their ability to really knock down those trippers.
Yeah, I thought the work they did on the perimeter was excellent. It was just too much for that defense, or really any defense for that matter, to handle.
And that one's good. Freak.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Greg, you're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Griffin dishes to Livingston. And here's the fast break. And here we go. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Kevin Durant, number 1.
You know, last year was a tough season with impressive scoring numbers by several players, but this is the man who came out on top. Let's see how he stacks up this year.
Free throw good, Freak, and the Thunder making a switch here.
Here you go. And money.
And both free throws good from Freak.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
Clippers trail by 8. Here is Livingston. Looking for his first basket.
Oh, I was on it, though.
I'm not sure who was supposed
Let's go,
to be
guys.
in
Let's
that
go, let's go, let's
possession.
go.
Apparently, neither did the defenders.
And the call will be against Sean Livingston.
Get out of my way, boy.
Foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's Freak. The shot misses.
Yeah.
So the Clippers will take it the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Tyrone from?
Yeah, another thing they've done well, guys, a lot of steals in the first half, really getting after it defensively.
And the Clippers making a change here. Pierce is checked in, and Sloan kicks to Pierce. They swipe it. Here's Freak. Hammers it home to polish off.
Boom, shakalaka.
Already seizing control of this game.
Let's go.
Control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even larger.
Launches it. The rebound by McGarry. The Thunder leading by 11. Freak kicks to Payne. They set the pick. Here's Freak. His shot is good. Scores his third basket in 6 tries. Shooting 50%.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Hell to the air.
There's 48 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And that one's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
There's 25 seconds left in the first quarter.
Here's good. Ain't nothing about that.
Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now here's Freak, guarded closest. Payne passes to Freak. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Here's Sloan. Kicks to Griffin. 2 on the clock. Shot is off.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
And you talk to Chris Paul, and it's clear he was born to play the point guard position.
Fortunately, I've always been vertically challenged, so I've never had to play power forward or center on anybody's team. I've been passing and getting into the lane, dishing the ball off to a teammate, helping people score my entire career.
Vertically challenging. Kevin Serafin, he's checked in for
I hate
Griffin.
this crap.
Wilcox comes in for Paul Pierce.
Can't skip it.
And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jamal Crawford. The Thunder also changing it up.
A little test run.